Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because the situation in Philadelphia is reaching a boiling point. We are talking about franchise-altering decisions happening right now inside the NovaCare complex. From legendary veterans solidifying their legacy to massive contracts potentially being shredded to pieces, the Eagles are making moves that will define the next decade. And if you think the drama is just internal, think again, because the NFC East rivals are chirping and trade rumors involving superstars are swirling. You need to hear exactly what is going on, because this team is about to look very different. Let's start with the absolute bedrock of this franchise, because the news we just received is monumental for the future of the offense. Sources have now confirmed that Lane Johnson, the premier right tackle in the National Football League, has officially silenced the retirement whispers once and for all. He is locking in for his 14th season, committing to protect the right side of that line through the 2026 campaign. This is not just a standard roster move. This is a declaration of war against every pass rusher in the division. Think about the significance here. We are talking about a future Hall of Famer who refuses to hang up the cleats because he believes this championship window is still wide open. Adam Schefter would tell you the contract details and the stability this brings, but let me tell you what this really means. It means the Philadelphia Eagles have a leader willing to put his body on the line yet again because he smells a ring. Lane Johnson is the heartbeat of that trench warfare, and without him, that offense looks completely different. He is the insurance policy for Jalen Hurts and the road grader for the running game. But while Lane is securing his spot, the front office is looking at the salary cap with a magnifying glass, and the news isn't all sunshine and rainbows for everyone else. We celebrate Lane today, but you must understand the business side of this brutal game. When you pay top dollar to keep a legend, sacrifices have to be made elsewhere. I am hearing rumblings about a defensive veteran with a massive price tag who might not be so lucky. The loyalty shown to Lane Johnson highlights a stark contrast to the cold, hard reality facing another high-priced veteran in the secondary. The general manager is known for being ruthless when numbers don't add up, and there is a $30 million question mark hanging over the defense. Who is on the chopping block? You need to brace yourselves because a major name might be walking out the door very soon to pay for this stability.
Listen, the offseason moves fast, and you cannot afford to be left behind on this news. If you want to keep getting exclusive insights and raw truth like this, hit that subscribe button right now. Do not miss a single update.
This brings us to the uncomfortable truth that is keeping front office executives awake at night regarding the defensive checkbook. We are looking at a veteran cornerback carrying a $30 million contract who is currently squarely on the roster bubble. Insider reports indicate that the Philadelphia Eagles are seriously evaluating whether to release this high-profile defender to clear crucial cap space immediately. When you look at the production versus the pay, the math is becoming a serious problem for Howie Roseman. In the NFL, you cannot pay for past performance. You pay for future production. And right now, that $30 million figure looks like an anchor dragging down the ship. This is the ugly side of the business. We are talking about a player who has battled in the secondary, someone the fans know well, but the salary cap is undefeated. If they cut ties, it opens up millions to reinforce other areas, perhaps adding a younger, faster piece to the defense, or bolstering the depth chart. But cutting a veteran like this sends a shockwave through the locker room. It tells every player that nobody is safe if the price tag outweighs the talent on the field. Stephen A. Smith would scream that you cannot have $30 million sitting on the bench or getting burned in coverage. You need elite performance for elite money. The Eagles are in a championship window, and they cannot afford dead weight. This evaluation process is happening as we speak, and a decision could come down any day now. It is a ruthless calculation, but it is necessary if they want to remain competitive in a loaded NFC. However, while the defense is facing a potential exodus, the atmosphere outside the building is getting heated for entirely different reasons. Just when you thought the internal roster drama was enough, we have a rival quarterback deciding to poke the bear. You won't believe what the Commanders' rookie sensation just decided to say to the Philadelphia faithful, sparking a firestorm that is absolutely impossible to ignore.
You want to talk about audacity? You want to talk about poking the bear?
Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for the Washington Commanders, has decided to send a surprising and frankly unexpected message directly to the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. This kid, talented as he is, has stepped right into the fire of the NFC East rivalry. The content of his message has generated mixed reactions, ranging from amusement to absolute fury among the Philly faithful. It is rare to see a young quarterback engage this directly with a rival city, especially one as hostile and passionate as Philadelphia. This adds a whole new layer of spice to the division matchups. Insider sources are saying the locker room in Philadelphia has taken note. You do not just talk to Eagles fans without expecting a response on the field. This is the kind of bulletin board material that defensive ends dream about. It changes the temperature of the upcoming season before a single snap is played. Daniels is trying to assert himself, trying to show confidence, but there is a fine line between confidence and writing checks your offensive line cannot cash. The intensity of this rivalry just went up 10 notches. Stephen A. Smith would tell you that this is exactly what makes the NFL great: the hatred, the passion, the back and forth. But for Eagles fans, this is personal. They don't take kindly to outsiders, especially division rivals, having anything to say about their city or their team. This creates a volatile environment for the next time Washington comes to town. But listen closely, because while Daniels is running his mouth, there is a much more concerning rumor circulating about the Eagles' own offensive weaponry. While we were worried about rival quarterbacks, we need to address the elephant in the room regarding a certain superstar wide receiver and a potential trade to New England. The speculation is growing louder, and we finally have a direct comment from a team leader.
Finally, we have to address the noise that simply will not go away. Saquon Barkley, the star running back, has publicly addressed the swirling rumors linking wide receiver A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots. Barkley tried to minimize the speculation, attempting to pour water on the fire. But let me tell you, when a star player has to answer questions about a teammate being traded, the smoke is already thick. The fact that this is even a topic of conversation is alarming. We are talking about A.J. Brown, one of the most dominant physical receivers in the game. The idea of him landing in New England has been floating around the rumor mill, and Barkley's comments, while intended to calm the storm, have only highlighted the instability people are feeling. Why are we even talking about this? Why is the Patriots' name coming up next to our superstar receiver? Insider reports suggest the Eagles have zero intention of moving him, but in this league, you never say never until the trade deadline passes. Barkley knows how crucial Brown is to this offense. You take Brown out of the equation, and the field shrinks. The coverage rolls differently. The entire dynamic changes. Saquon needs A.J. on the outside to keep those safeties out of the box. His comments were a leadership move, trying to keep the focus on football, but it inadvertently reminded everyone that roster construction is a fragile thing. The chemistry between Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith is the engine of this team. Any disruption to that core is a catastrophe. We have to trust the front office to keep the band together, but these rumors add an unnecessary layer of stress to an offseason that is already packed with critical decisions. From Lane Johnson staying, to defensive cuts, to rival quarterbacks talking trash, and now trade rumors involving our best receiver, this team is in the headlines for all the reasons that make your heart race.
This is a defining moment for the Philadelphia Eagles. We are seeing the old guard like Lane Johnson digging in for another run, while the front office prepares to make ruthless cuts to the defense to keep the ship afloat. The rivalry with Washington just got personal with Jaden Daniels, and we are fighting off trade rumors about our biggest offensive stars. You cannot make this stuff up. This is the reality of chasing a Super Bowl in the modern NFL. I want to hear from you right now. Should the Eagles cut that $30 million cornerback to save cap space? And are you worried about A.J. Brown actually leaving? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We are in this together, Philadelphia. Fly, Eagles, fly.